Your husband knows who hired him. And those are the masterminds of my attacks.
You think?
Yes. And if he doesn't give you their names, at least he could give you a clue as to how to find them. I know you'll be able to do it without him knowing anything. I want to know who the masterminds are behind all this, who wants to kill me. And that way you will be a step closer to recovering your son.
I'll do it. Trust me. That way I can see my son for a little bit. Excuse me. It's either that, or I risk losing him forever.
First question, are you married?
No, I've never been dragged down to City Hall. What I mean to say is that in the future, I might be willing, but at this moment, it's not in my plans.
Second question, do you have other intentions with Maria Bonita? Think carefully about what you say.
Don't say money. Don't say money. Don't say money. Money. I want your goddaughter more than money. Euros, dollars, francs, and pesos combined. And I wouldn't trade her for all the gold in this world.
I have 2 friends who are police officers that can come with me to the husband's house. And as soon as that man sees the plates, he'll be totally calm.
Be careful, because if he is armed, there can be a shooting with you in the middle of it.
I know how to deal with a criminal. Because no one can change my mind. That man has a criminal background.
Yes. Lorena is hiding something about her husband, and that is why she doesn't want to continue with the case. Carmen, I have to unmask that woman.
Now you're gonna pick up all these things and you'll put them in my closet.
Don't be cruel.
Then stop behaving like a victim. You wanna be free? All right. All right. Then leave. But you'll leave with only the clothes on your back, and that's it. Because everything you have, I bought it. And you'll leave my son here. I don't want him to follow your bad examples.
You're the one giving him a bad example, treating me this way. Our son was tossing and turning all night. He had nightmares. And you know what he was screaming? Daddy, stop already. Daddy, stop, please.
Well, you know how you can calm me down?
Don't even think that there is a possibility of us getting back together. After all of your insults, the way you abused me and beat me?
How are you going to live? What judge is going to give you custody of my son? If you're abandoning your home for some sexual debauchery. This is my apartment, Milena, and I'm not leaving this place. Everything here belongs to me. Stop acting like a victim, please. You know nobody is gonna love you like me. So pick up all this stuff, put them in the closet, and go to the kitchen with your apron, because that is the only place where you look like a lady.
Where's Lorena? Isn't she supposed to be here taking care of you and giving you your treatment?
Yes. She came to give me my pills and asked me for permission to go visit her son.
That woman spends more time out than taking care of you. Is that what we pay her for?
Well, but if you think she's doing such a bad job, why don't we fire her? You hire another nurse and that's it. Do it.
No, no. I mean, no, my love. I don't want people we don't know here at the house. And you're going to be better soon, and then we'll get rid of her.
Then we'll get rid of her?
I'm sorry, my love. It's just an expression, just an expression. I didn't mean to be rude. The truth is that the nurse's presence makes me uncomfortable.
Your mom never had anything against Patricia because you're only friends with extra benefits. A couple of nights a week and that's all.
Yes, but that doesn't give her the right to say if she's good for me or not. She thinks I'm making a mistake because I'm falling in love with a woman that has a complicated life.
Define complicated.
Lorena has a son with a man that has certain habits. Apparently, he has a criminal background. He's fighting for his son's custody and doesn't let her see him. That's how complicated it is.
And that doesn't scare you?
I don't know, brother. I don't feel like I'm making a mistake. Even Lorena tells me we can't be together. I don't even know what to think or what to believe.
My good friend, if a woman doesn't have a complicated life, she's an extraterrestrial or she doesn't exist. Just follow your heart if that's what truly makes you happy. But be careful, because what you're putting at risk is your heart.
Hold on. Ricardo and I are still barely getting to know each other ourselves.
But you said you were in a relationship, and what comes after a relationship? Marriage does. Listen carefully. 1. A good husband has to help with house chores as much as the woman. It doesn't matter if he works and is tired. You will both take turns cleaning the house. If you are lazy, your duty is to hire someone else to handle the job.
I'll hire someone.
2. Never, under any circumstances, will you leave the toilet seat cover up. And if you get it dirty, you must clean it immediately.
Oh my gosh, you're just too much. Let's get out of here.
I can't keep quiet anymore, and I need your help. A monster got my daughter pregnant and wanted her to have an abortion.
What? But Virginia is just 16 years old.
Yes, but she had raging hormones, and the idiot didn't use protection. The guy is the youngest son of Paulina Sotillo.
Elvis? But how do they know each other?
It was love at first sight. She saw him at the Corona's party and had sex with him.
I can't believe this is happening to you. What are you gonna do? Because Elvis is a man, but his family treats him like a child.
Yeah, I already spoke to Paulina, and all she did was tell me off. She said it's all Virginia's fault for getting in bed with Elvis. That woman is not going to allow her son to take care of a kid she thinks belongs to someone else. Can you imagine? Virginia was a virgin.
You know what ground you're stepping on and what's common in these cases. Paulina is not going to let someone like Elvis accept responsibility.
I just feel like grabbing Virginia and grounding her because she didn't even learn from my example. She's going to relive my story, and even worse, because that guy is a clear example of what that family's like.
We have no other choice but to accept responsibility.
Responsibility for what? No. My son is a man. And if a girl wants to sleep with him, it's obvious he's going to do it. That's what happened with that hussy. She trapped him.
Paulina, be reasonable. What Elvis did had no justification at all.
We don't even know if Elvis did it. And I'm sure she got pregnant from another man. And now the Ramirez girls want him to pay. Well, no, I refuse. They are not going to be part of my family. I can't even stand them as employees, let alone having her and her daughter as in-laws.
The girl is already pregnant. We are already involved with them. The only legal way to prove otherwise is to do a DNA test on the child when it is born.
But when it's born, look, that girl, don't you see? Until she gives birth, I don't want to see their faces anywhere.
Well, you are making a big deal about this. The kid is going to be born. So what are you going to do if it turns out that child's our grandchild?
Where's Ignacio? I want to see him. Where do you have him?
No. This time, the two of us aren't going down the same road. You asking me to give back your son and me demanding you kill Marco Aurelio. No! This time, things are going to be different.
So early and you are already like this. You're an addict, Guillermo. You and I have nothing to talk about.
No, you're wrong. You're so wrong. You are so wrong. You and I have a lot of things to resolve, and we are going to resolve them.
You're always so violent.
Tell me, what did you tell that attorney that came to visit me? What did you tell her about me? What did you tell that woman? Did you rat me out? Did you tell on Pedro?
Nothing, Guillermo. I didn't tell her anything. I would be incapable of risking Ignacio's life.
Liar! You're a liar! Because she threatened me to come with the police. And if she said that, it's because she knows something.
The only thing she knows, and that's because she must have seen it when she came by, is that you are an idiot and a lowlife who keeps me away from my son, and that is enough to accuse you and have the police take you away.
You are a liar. That's what you are. You're just a liar. What did they tell you? What did they promise? Tell me. What did they tell you? That you wouldn't be punished? No. That they would get your son back if you gave them information?
No! I told you 1,000 times no.
Relax. Because you're not gonna get him back, Lorena. You're not going to get him back ever again!
What are you saying? What did you do, Guillermo? What did you do? Why are you saying that?
Because I'm gonna raise him. I'm gonna keep him, Lorena. What did you think? That you were gonna run away with the kid? That you were gonna leave me here alone? No. No. I'm going to leave with Ignacio. And you won't see him ever again.
I hate you.
Then you will also hate your son. Because I promise you, I'm going to raise him just like me. And that will be your punishment. To look at him would be like looking at me.
Malena is a truly wonderful woman, and she's admirable. She doesn't deserve what she's going through with that jerk of a husband she has.
But it's your fault, because you didn't conquer her before. By now, we'd be brothers-in-law.
We both know that I arrived too late for that. And I didn't want to be a third wheel in a relationship that looked almost perfect.
The irony is, we're both in love with women that feel disappointed in their relationships.
And we're offering them happiness on a silver platter, but they don't accept.
Now that I compare Lorena with Malena, I understand her better. I think she's just afraid to start a new relationship.
And now that you can understand this Lorena, can you give me some advice to see if I understand Malena?
Don't pressure her. Don't overwhelm her. Love her. You always have to be by her side when she needs you. Show her your love.
Paulina, for the love of God, you have got to stop overprotecting Elvis. Look at the results. When you defend him and you don't allow him to face his own problems. It's not like he lost his keys here. No, he has gone and got a girl pregnant. There is a child on its way. A human being that carries our blood in it.
We don't know that yet, so don't assume that that's right. My son can be a little distracted sometimes, sure, but he's a good guy.
Yes, you think it's all right for him to have paid for her to have an illegal abortion. Look, if Carmen had not arrived in time to stop them, the girl could have died. And at this moment, Elvis would be in prison for that.
Yes, he regrets it. I already know that.
Paulina, if we let this one slide, he'll do it again with another girl. Is that what you want? To have grandchildren scattered everywhere? For the love of God, Paulina, please be a little wise.
That's all that I'm asking of you, is to be open-minded. Don't punish Elvis just because he's a victim of the situation. That girl came to our house saying they were together. Don't you see? She's a liar. She fooled him. And of course she went to the house. She knows where he lives, that he's going to be a professional. She wants him to pay for a belly that's not even his. That's the truth. You won't change my mind. You won't change it.
Why aren't you in class?
That's none of your business.
That's because you're embarrassed to show your face.
I'm going to kill Carmen. She's told you already?
Everyone knows you're pregnant. Especially after that whole mess you guys made about it.
People here are very nosy.
Yeah. Even more when you give him reasons. Look, it's a good thing your mom has experience helping girls that get pregnant young.
Shut up, Annabelle. Leave me alone.
Look at that sad face. I hate women that always want people to feel sorry for them.
What's wrong, dear?
I'm overwhelmed, Dad. I can't take it anymore. You are my only comfort in this world. He beat me again.
For sure it was an accident. Or you provoked him.
No, Mom, I swear I didn't provoke him. Pablo saw a file on a researcher that's going to work with me. He thinks I shouldn't continue with my career. He's going crazy with jealousy. Crazy. He sees ghosts everywhere, and he thinks I have lovers.
If a husband as good as Pablo thinks that of you, it's because you give him reasons. You are ruining everything with your selfishness. Thousands of women would kill to have what you're throwing in the garbage.
No. I can't believe you're saying this to me, Mom. Pablo beat me. He forced me to have sex with him. He puts me down constantly. Look at what he did to me, Mom.
Your personal aspirations for your career are destroying your family. That and the friendship you have with your intrusive sister-in-law. Pablo has reason to be upset.
Gertrude, I am interested in listening to my daughter. So let her talk, because she has the right to defend herself.
I was waiting for you, Ricky Ricardo. Why were you going to run away?
It's because I wanted to give you a flower. But here at the law office, there are only plastic flowers, and there is nothing worse than a plastic flower.
Anything you give me, even if it's plastic, I'll keep it at the bottom of my heart.
By the way, beautiful Maria.
You called me beautiful. Oh, Ricky Ricardo. You were waiting for me to steal a kiss from you.
By the way, were you able to speak to the dead? Did your Waika spirit say anything about my mom's check?
Brother Waika, the great ancient spirit, is opening my path before me for love. And that's why I'm here, for us to have some coffee.
I can't. I can't because I have to water and fertilize the plants around the office.
But didn't you just tell me they're made of plastic? It doesn't matter. Don't worry. I was an idiot to think we could see each other just for a little.
No. You know, I don't like to destroy your hopes. Let's go have some coffee. The plastic flowers, they can wait.
You are not taking my son anywhere, Guillermo. And he is never going to be like you, because my son is a glorious angel and you are the devil incarnate.
You forget who conceived him?
No. Believe me, I don't. And I don't regret having him because he's a blessing to me. I'm ashamed his father is you, though.
Go do what you have to do then! Because you're not gonna see your son today because I don't feel like it!
You don't have the right!
Yeah, I have all the rights! Because you want to recover your son and leave the gang no matter what! But you know what? Once you're in, you are never getting out!
Don't you see that I can't kill him? That I don't have it in me, that I'm terrified I freeze just thinking about it. I can't, and no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
See? See how you can't even do it for your kid? Lorena, you don't love him. You're not capable of making small sacrifices for that child. No. The poor thing is thinking his mom is gonna do the job fast, you know, to come get him.
At least tell me how he's doing. Has he been feeling well? Has he had a fever?
He misses you. He needs you a lot. And yeah. He's had a fever for a couple of days. Yeah. But he hasn't gone through the worst. That is getting used to being without you for the rest of his life. You want to recover your son without killing Mr. Corona. Isn't that right?
Yes. I'm sorry, Guillermo. Forgive me. I beg you. I understand that I made a mistake. And that's why I came to tell you everything and ask for forgiveness.
Who did you talk to?
With an attorney named Patricia. It's because she's Alberto's girlfriend. She's his fiancée and they're getting married. They just wanted to help me and I accepted so they wouldn't suspect anything.
Did you say anything about the attacks?
No. I swear I didn't. And they don't suspect.
If something happens to me, you'll never see Ignacio again.
Nothing is going to happen to you. I already told them I didn't need their help anymore. That I would deal with you because we are husband and wife.
And that's the way it should be.
Have mercy on our son. And on me, Guillermo. Give him back to me. Let me be with him, I beg you.
No! And get out of here! Because it's not good to be out of the house for so long! Come on, get out of here! Get out! Get out!
I know Milena. She always wants to do what she wants. And I gave her so much advice.
Mom, for God's sake. The example I have of you two is not what I'm living with Pablo. Look at yourselves. You are a happy couple. Dad never disrespected you. He never coerced you or tried to force you to leave your career to dedicate your life to your home.
Comparing yourself to me makes you look bad. Because I never neglected my home. You married him to love and respect him. Now do it. Maybe Pablo was jealous or angry because of something you did. Help him instead of finding relief in a torrid affair with some hairy mouth breather.
That's enough, Gertrude. Don't say anything that could offend your daughter. Let's give her a vote of confidence. I'll discuss this case with Pablo.
No, I'll fix that. You see what you caused, Milena. Your dad shouldn't get upset like this. Let's be honest. What's going on with Alfonso?
Mom, he's my friend, for God's sake.
Put an end to that friendship. Now. Demonstrate to Pablo you are willing to do anything to save the marriage.
I show you my husband beats me? And you dare to say he does it because I ask for it? Are you kidding me? No, I really don't know why I ask for your opinion, especially after I've heard you say more than once that you would prefer to be a widow than ever be divorced, Mother.
When I see Milena, I just want to scream at her and tell her to divorce Pablo. But then I think of her kid and the mess it would be for the family. And I feel guilty for thinking only of me and the selfish love that I feel for her.
Yes, but that doesn't stop us from falling in love with each of them.
No. Nothing can stop this love I feel for your sister.
I feel the same way with Lorena. I feel like taking her far away so that she's all mine.
Do you really think they'll make fun of me at school?
Look, all those girls have already been having sex. But the only one that got pregnant carelessly was you.
Hello? Is Virginia here?
Yes, I'm here. Don't tell Carmen anything. Come in. I thought I'd never see you again.
My parents are very upset. Your mom didn't have to get involved in our things.
She's also very upset, and with reason. Your mom told her this kid is not yours. Elvis, you know you were my first.
Okay. I'm not here to talk about that. I got a hold of these pills. Take 4 every 6 hours. It's the latest, and it doesn't fail. Get some water.
You came to give me options to have an abortion? I'm sorry, Elvis, but I promised my mother that I would not try to find ways to get rid of our baby.
So tell me, what do you know about the issue with my mom's check?
And why do we have to talk about the check? I don't know anything about any check. Plus, I get paid cash. Or with sex.
The thing is that you don't know what a great favor it would be if you could tell me more about the topic of my mom's check. You really know nothing?
The only thing I know is that it's been cashed. Okay. I don't know anything about that, so stop asking me about the darn check.
Excuse the interruption, my son. But being your mother, everything I do has a reason. You have a meeting right now, and everyone's waiting for you.
Yes, I'm also leaving. I have about 1,000 people waiting for consultation. The coffee was very good. I'll get the next one.
The next one?
Stop acting like the victim, Milena. Put that invasive man right where he belongs. And respect your home. And us. I didn't raise you.
For Milena to make a decision like that is very difficult. Especially with your reaction.
Pablo is a wonderful man and a terrific father.
A marriage must be based on love.
A brilliant attorney.
Marriage must be based on love. What she's saying seems to be honest and brave. Because if they aren't in love, she doesn't have to punish herself to stay next to a man who doesn't even treat her well.
Pablo is angry for a reason. And he needs support, not a stubborn woman that argues about everything.
Gertrude, but that doesn't justify domestic violence.
Was it Isabel who brainwashed you? Tell me the truth, Milena. Was it Isabel? She wants to betray Pablo and make you get a divorce.
Think that I am that weak, Mom?
Well, yes. You're a poor woman. And don't even dream of getting divorced. I won't allow you to.
Where were you? I've been looking for you for a while.
Let me go. Someone can see us.
I made a deal with Pedro to give you your son. And he is willing to give him back to you.
What are you saying?
Yes. I negotiated with him. And he's willing to give me your son, to give him to you, because apparently he's even worse than before. Everything is ready.
In exchange for what?
For you to kill my brother this week. No more excuses. No more mistakes. You have 1 week. You have just 1 week to get this done. And to get your son back.
And how do you plan to get back my son?
Pedro will hand him over to me where we had agreed. And then, I'll give him back to you.
If Pedro didn't want to give him back to Guillermo, his dad, why would he give him to you?
Because I'm the one that pays for this job. The money comes out of my pocket. And Pedro only cares about that. Pedro and Guillermo are working for me.
Then it's you. You're the mastermind of this crime.
Yes. And that is why I promised to give you back your son. Because I have principles. Never would I use a kid to manipulate anyone. Do this, and you will have your kid. You have my word.
All right. I'll do it this week.
If Pablo raises his voice at Milena and dares to hit her, it's because there's no love. And that will get worse every day. And you know who's going to suffer? Our grandson.
Yes, that's why I thought of coming to live here with him.
Never.
Dear, this decision has legal aspects that are not good for you. Because Pablo can allege abandonment of the home. And you would be persecuted.
Dad, I asked Pablo to leave the house. And he told me that he bought everything. So what do I have to do? Live like a prisoner or lose everything?
What you have to do is to save your marriage. Milena, it takes two to fight and argue. If you please Pablo...
I wouldn't be staying true to myself, and I'm not willing to put up with him. I can't stand him, Mom.
I'm ashamed of this situation. And I'm sorry your father supports you. Milena, Pablo is desperate because of your mistakes. He's a man.
Mom, please, enough already, enough. Thank you. Thank you for making me feel guilty and for making me feel like I really deserve Pablo, that man that hits me, mistreats me. Thank you. I really don't even know why I came to ask for your support.
Don't complain.
Why don't you want me to have it? So there's nothing that can keep us together?
I just wanted to have sex with you. I never, ever imagined a future by your side. There's no such thing. The best thing is that kid is not born. Look around you. You can't support him and I don't want him. If what you want is money, then I'll give you...
I don't care about your money. Hypocrite. Why do you think I lost my virginity to you? I like you, Elvis. I fell in love with you.
I didn't, especially not after this problem. This kid is not going to force me to give up any of my goals. I feel nothing. I don't feel anything, even if it comes into this world. What for? I still have a future ahead of me. I am not going to give up on any of my dreams.
You should have thought about it before you decided to have sex without condoms.
But I'm thinking about it right now. Well, we can still fix this. Virginia.
I'm sorry, Elvis, but I can't be as miserable as you. I want to have my kid.
That man assaulted our daughter, and you're going to defend him?
Marco Aurelio, Milena is a spoiled little girl. It's your fault she's so stubborn. And just because she's sensitive, she's going to leave her son without a dad.
You call that sensitive? That violent ingrate raped your daughter multiple times.
Pablo didn't rape her. Maybe he wanted to impose his manhood with strength. But she takes advantage of that to make him look bad. I've heard that story thousands of times from all the clients that want to ruin their husband's lives.
But Milena doesn't want to ruin anyone's life. She only wants support. Support from her parents. Is that difficult to understand, Gertrude?
Marco Aurelio, you cannot be rational about things when it comes to Milena, because she is your weakness. She is your favorite. You give her everything she asks without questions. And that's why she's being weak. So weak, she doesn't know how to handle her own problems.
I don't recognize you, Gertrude. I don't know what happened. But you've become very, very insensitive and cold towards your own daughter. Paco. Take me to my room immediately, please.
You can't force me to be a father at this age, Virginia. You're gonna ruin my life.
It infuriates me to hear you say such ridiculous things. When I'm the one that's going to carry this kid in my belly for 9 months.
That decision is made by both of us.
Shut up! Understand that abortion is not an option. When I thought about it, it was because I was just desperate. But if my mother had done the same thing, I wouldn't be here alive.
Of course. What you want is for me to be your boyfriend. Is that right? Perfect. Then let's start a relationship. Yes? I'm willing to start a relationship with you, but please, help me erase that mistake. We can avoid all the consequences and start from zero.
You are not worth it. You make me sick to my stomach. Get out of my house. I'll stay alone and you are free of any responsibility. Get out of here. Get out of here. Out of my house, out of my life, out of my heart and my son. Get out of here.
I want to be present when you kill him. I want to see him die.
I don't understand.
After you kill him, you'll go to a place I direct you. And there I'll give you your son, and enough money to run away with your husband to a place far from here. That is my last offer.
I didn't know you were here, Lorena. What are you doing arguing with my brother-in-law?
I just got here and Mr. Claudio asked me about his brother's health. I'm leaving. Excuse me.
Have you gone crazy? What were you doing here with that woman and grabbing her? What if Alberto walked in?
Lorena is going to kill Marco Aurelio this week. Without a doubt. Without making mistakes, without failing.
How can you be so sure?
Because I offered her what she wants. And to make sure, I'm going to be present when she kills him.
I would kill him myself right now, Claudio. I hate him. He's a wimp. A pushover. He has no character and he's weak with his kids. He allows them to do whatever they want. I have no respect for him, just disgust. It bothers me to be by his side, Claudio. I can't stand him. I want him dead.
I just came from my parents' house. I tried to tell my mom what's going on with Pablo, and she doesn't believe me. I tried to explain that Pablo raped me. He hit me and he humiliates me in front of my son. And she doesn't care. She continues to defend him. Isabel, I don't know what to do or where to go.
I never thought you could be so disgusting. What a big disappointment.
I'm thinking about our future.
I thought about it too. And then my mom showed me the big picture. I have to work, go through difficulties. People are going to make fun of me. And many, like you, will abandon me. I'm afraid of everything that's coming. But I have no other choice than to overcome my mistakes.
I'm gonna lose more than you, Virginia.
Yes, I can put you in jail if I decide to say something and explain everything that you did to me.
If you take the pills, you avoid all of that and the unpleasant future ahead of us. I don't understand. Your life can be like it was before. You go on, maybe, and meet someone who will get you out of this.
I hate you, more by the second. I don't want a future in exchange for murder. I'm not a criminal like you.
What started as more of a game for both of us became something very serious for me. Alberto, I love you.
We had already talked about this. Don't put me in this uncomfortable situation.
No, we have never talked about this before. I never told you how I felt. Even though you suspected it, I never had the guts to confess it until now. I don't want to be your friend. I don't just want to be another woman that you go out with once in a while. I love you, and I want everything with you.
Oh my God, it can't be. It can't be. What did I do to deserve this?
What's wrong, Paulina? What's wrong with you? No, no. Don't tell me Ricardo has done the same thing that Elvis did. Don't tell me that.
No, no, no. If that's true, that is the end of my life. Then I'll let myself go. I'll cry in bed until I'm dehydrated. No, it can't be. No, it can't be. No. You know what your son has done. He's not only going out with one girl right now. No, he's going out with 4 women at the same time.
What? 4 of
Each one
them?
is worse than the next. No, no, I don't know what happened.
Oh, my word. My word, my word. What have I taught him? It must be my fault. I've got to teach him how to go on the right path. I didn't teach him to do that.
No, 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 no. No, my love, no, no, no. Please, no, my love, it's not like that. It's not such a big deal. Look, these girls, really, they're not that bad. They're good girls, and they love him a lot.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
This is for you.
Thank you.
What? Oh, relax already. Oh. I want to see you alone, my love.
Where's the kid?
That's not your problem, so you can turn around and leave.
I will ask you again, where is the kid? You touch me again and you're going to jail. Richard, Tom. I came with these 2 policemen because I had a suspicion you could be dangerous. And look, man, I wasn't wrong. I'll ask again and you better answer. Where is the kid?
Did you find out who it was that had paid your ex-husband to kill me?
Yes. But you're not going to like the answer.
Do I know him?
A lot. Because it's from your own family.
I know. No one in my family wants to see me dead.
Promise me. You're not going to react and run out to confront anyone.
Lorena, I'll do what I have to do.
But it's just that...
Just tell me. Come on, tell me, Lorena. Did you find out? Tell me. Who are the actual masterminds of my attacks? Who wants me dead?
Your wife. And your brother. Mrs. Corona and Mr. Claudio. They want to see you dead. Don't stay quiet. Tell me something.
How dare you attack my family like this? How dare you lie to me like this? Do you think that I'm an idiot?
No, sir. No, I'm not lying, sir. I swear to you.
I got close to you to help you. And I became an accomplice of your secret. And what for? What for? For you to make fun of me? You can forget about the life you had. Forget about your son. Because here, from here, you're going straight to jail. To jail!
Do you have a warrant?
If you know your rights, you should also know your obligations. For example, to return your son to his mom.
The kid is better with me.
The law protects the mother in these cases. It gives them priority over the fathers.
Not when it comes to a mother that doesn't take care of or protect her kid.
That's why you kidnapped him.
My son's not kidnapped. He's at his grandma's house because his mother can't take care of him.
Neither you nor the grandmother let Lorena see the kid. And you say Lorena doesn't take care of him, but you're not doing it either.
Because I have to work.
Have to work where?
Whatever, that is not your problem.
That's a lie. If you were working, you would be busy because these are work hours. Unless you have an occasional job, or night job, or an illegal one.
One of the many women you're going out with sent you this. Now, which one was it?
I don't know. Dad, I don't know them well enough to recognize them from their lip prints.
Don't try to play around with me, young man. I'm serious. Very serious.
I got together with those 4 women only and exclusively because they are clients at the company and I am analyzing their cases for their defense.
So that's from a client? Is it evidence?
An unreciprocated love is like a heavy load one carries on their back. I don't know what to do with so much love.
This is not necessary. If things didn't work out, it's not because we didn't have the opportunity. I just didn't feel it.
You're honestly in love with Lorena?
Yes, that's the truth.
Huh.
So I'm sorry. Patricia, you don't know how much I regret not loving you back. You're an exceptional woman. Wonderful. Successful. The perfect woman. For any man.
I don't care about any man. I only care about you.
I have a college career ahead of me. My dad is a judge. I'm not gonna allow a single mistake to ruin my life.
That's what I was. A mistake?
Yeah, all of this was a mistake. You told me you were old enough.
I also told you I loved you, that you were my first, and you convinced me to do it without protection.
Oh, I don't want to be a dad, Virginia, and no one can force me. You were forcing me to leave you alone, Virginia.
Don't be so rude. I don't want to be a mother either. I'm 16 years old. But I'm here, pregnant. And you are such a coward that you would only blame me.
Virginia, I can support you, but if and only if you interrupt the pregnancy. But I'm not gonna allow you in your immature little girl games to ruin my future. I'll free myself from you and everything that happens.
Gertrude, they can't be lovers. Gertrude loves me. She supported me all my life. She gave me my children. She took care of my kids and took care of me. You are nothing but a liar.
No, sir, I swear. It's the truth. Think, remember.
If what they did to you was a warning from the cartels, then you are going to respond with a party, celebrating life, to show them they didn't destroy you, and that you haven't given in. That's the Marco Aurelio I know. My husband isn't going to be defeated by anyone. Enjoy every moment as if it was the last one. And this is your moment. I love you.
She was the one that insisted in having the second party, despite the fact that you didn't want to. You even told me. And at the second party, she made you talk in front of everyone, and then she walked away from you because she knew what was going to happen to you and wanted to be far away.
You also knew about it because you came with those men to kill me.
Yes, I knew it. And that's why I saved your life. What did your wife do? Nothing.
Gertrude. And my brother. You'll never betray me. He's my brother. And we never betray each other.
But what I'm telling you is the truth, sir. They are the ones that wish you were dead.
Come in. What did Pablo do now?
No, nothing. It's just that I was having a bad day.
This is your home. Make yourself at home. Do you want me to make you some tea or a drink? Malena, you're more than welcome to come to my house. To live with my nephew. You can do it. I have a guest room.
Believe me, I've thought about it. And I'd be happy to. Your house is beautiful. I wanted to go live with my parents, but my dad advised me not to do it and to be careful. Because Pablo could accuse me of abandonment of the home and could gain advantage during the divorce.
But you can't stay there. Letting him humiliate you.
I asked him to leave the house. For him to leave, and he turned into a raging lunatic. He scattered the clothes everywhere in the apartment. He told me everything belonged to him. Isabel, I'm desperate. I don't know what to do anymore. Pablo's capable of taking my son away. He told me to leave the house. He's capable of anything.
No.
Anything to make my life miserable.
All right. We have to get an attorney. An attorney, a woman, a feminist, that kind that love tearing apart male chauvinists like Pablo. The attorney has to identify with you. As soon as you tell her that he took advantage of you, that he hits you, I know that we're gonna have a legal case against him.
My mom thinks the opposite. She thinks I have everything to lose and that everything that is happening to me is my fault.
But what is wrong with her? That lady went crazy. You know what? You do not need her support. Because I'm gonna help you beat Pablo. I'm the witness of a terrible way he treats you. And I'm not gonna leave you alone. Not for a moment.
All right, I know, I made a mistake and I admit it. But I did it because I love my wife. I love my son, and the only thing I want is for us to be together. For Lorena to come back and for us to be united again. The kid, Lorena, and I. That's the only thing I fought for.
If I got paid 1 cent for every time I hear that speech from a man playing victim and being regretful, I'd be a millionaire. You have the same fake argument all men have.
I want him dead. Not because it's convenient, because I hate him.
I told you I arranged it with Lorena, and this time there's no going back. That woman is so desperate. She's about to go crazy.
The one that's going to lose her mind is me, and end everything.
This week we'll celebrate a sumptuous funeral. We'll get rid of Lorena, then we'll wait for a little while, and say we fell in love after going through the pain of dealing with my brother's death.
Pressure her. Pressure Lorena. Don't let her rest. Follow her day and night until she kills Marco Aurelio. Or I'm not responsible for my actions, Claudio.
Please, sir, let me
Leave me
help
alone.
you. Please, you're not well. The chest pain is not normal.
What's not normal? It's for you to come and say lies about my wife, my brother. You shouldn't even look at me in the face.
You're right. I shouldn't. And still, I'm right here, looking you directly in the eye, Mr. Corona. Telling you God's honest truth and begging you to please believe me.
Let's see. Let's see if it's the same. When Gertrude is here and she denies it. Gertrude!
No, sir. Please, Mr. Corona. No, please, sir. Please shut up. Please don't say anything. I beg you. Please, no. You're going to warn them, and then you put my son Ignacio's life at risk. Please, sir, don't.
This all has to be straightened out. Gertrude!
No, sir. You told me. You said that the truth was the only thing that could save me. The only thing that could liberate me, remember? Well, here I am. Telling you the absolute whole truth. And I'm begging you not to turn me in. And I'm begging you not to sentence my son to death.
Gertrude!
No.
Gertrude!
No.
What reasons do I have to believe you?
Because I have faith in you. Because I trust you, sir. Because if I walk out that door now, you'll call the police and accuse me. They'll come get me, they'll put me in jail. They'll catch my ex-husband and his boss, and my son will be left without his mother. End of story.
And why? Why do I have to do it?
Honestly, sir, that's the only reason. If you turn me in, your brother and your wife would continue by your side as if none of this happened. Very tranquil because they caught the hitman.
Isn't that what we want?
But that calm will only last until you lower your guard. And they try to kill you again, Mr. Corona, and this time they will not fail. Because there will always be a hitman ready to kill you.
Are you telling the truth? The truth?
Yes, sir. Just like you showed me. Only the truth can save you. Too bad I realized it so late. Now, it's your responsibility.
And what am I supposed to do now?
2 things. You either accuse me and continue your life like you have, living a big lie and with a death sentence hanging over your head. Or you stay quiet. And you see on your own that what I'm telling you is the truth.
When a woman is as in love as I am with you, she doesn't mind insisting, even if it sounds ridiculous.
Well, don't insist. Don't make this relationship between you and I more uncomfortable. I don't deserve all those feelings you feel for me. And as much as you complain, this love I feel for Lorena is not gonna disappear.
Hopefully, one day, you'll turn into a real man.
I'll leave the pills here.
Oh, take your trash. You want to run away like a rat? Run away. But you are going to regret it.
You were gonna be a failure of a mother, Virginia. You're gonna be a failure of a mother. Look at everything. Look around you. Look at all the poverty that surrounds you, huh? That's the way you want to bring a child into this world? To have a hard time? Think a little. Think about it. You'll be regretting not taking those pills. When you go to the store, huh? When you go buy diapers? When you get up in the morning to take care of a kid you didn't even want to have in the first place?
Get out of my house! Get out of here! It's clear that I threw away my virginity on a truly despicable monster! You don't care about how I feel!
And I'm not gonna recognize that kid, so don't look for me once it's born. And tell your mom to stay away from my family!
My child will not know who conceived it. I'd be ashamed to tell him I slept with a coward like you. Get out of my house! You jerk, leave!
And this picture? Do you remember that day?
I thought it was pretty and I wanted to print it out to have it in my house. That was the day that...
Oh, yes. Yes. I remember.
And I also have that one. Where you're alone. Because you are my role model. I admire you as a woman, and I'd like to think of us as best friends. I hope that
I hope that it doesn't bother you. No, not at all. We're friends and, well, you artists are a little more sensitive. Well, I have to go. Isabel, thank you. Thanks for your solidarity.
This will always be your house, Malena.
I understand your position, Dad, but believe me, you have nothing to worry about.
No, son. That's exactly what worries me. That you think that you've got this situation under control, but you don't. Women are not going to be held back, son. Especially the ones that are older than you. This situation's getting out of control, Ricardo.
It's true, Dad. You're right. The older ones have their charm. And sometimes one can't resist.
But here's news you don't know. You're not aware of what's going on with your brother. He just got a girl pregnant because he wasn't thinking. Because he was carried away by his hormones.
That's one point in my favor. Women of a certain age don't want or can't get pregnant. That means I'm not gonna get anyone pregnant.
No, I don't think it's funny. You are my sons and you are too nonchalant about all this, but you're making jokes about what's going on here. You seem to think it's funny. Well, it's not, son.
I'm sorry, Dad. I tried to joke so you wouldn't worry. You are the best father in the world. The Honorable Judge Trejo, who only laughs when he's at home with his wife and kids. But you didn't raise irresponsible men. Everything you've taught us, it's all here, inside of us. Neither my brother nor I will ever disappoint you.
And what is that?
A conciliatory hearing subpoena. Lorena will be there, a mediator judge, another attorney, and I. You need to show up with the kid.
And what happens if I don't show up?
Failure to appear for the subpoena can bring you legal problems. Next time, police will come looking for you. But why not go? You have nothing to fear. You said you wanted your family back.
Yeah, sure.
And let me explain something. If Lorena's interested in another man, it's because she's no longer happy with you. So don't mistreat her. Don't do it, because it's going to be very bad for you if you have a criminal background.
You know, I've never had trouble with the law.
Don't miss your appointment. It's not good for you.
I want Alberta to hear your accusation.
I don't recommend it, sir. At least not now.
Why?
Alberto has his mom on a pedestal. Knowing all of this would destroy him. That's why I haven't gone to him already and came to you. Find out first. Just confirm what I'm saying to you. Unmask your wife. And then you can decide if your son needs to know the truth or not.
You're right. That would only cause pain and sadness. Maybe I have to do it myself. And get Gertrude to admit what she did. And she can leave with her lover forever. That way I could protect my kids from the pain of knowing that their mother intended to kill their dad.
Did you call me love? I was about to come and see you because I didn't like the way we ended things this morning on the patio. I don't like to argue with you, my love. Not for Milena or anything. Will you forgive me?
Don't worry about it, my love. Don't worry about it.
Excuse me. I need to take this call.
And how is everything at the law office? Claudia? Tell me, how is Claudia?
Everything's good, my love. They're missing you a lot at the office. People love you a lot, my love. So get better soon so you can go back to work. Because I really need you.
I didn't send anyone. I told all of them I don't want them to continue with that.
You're a liar. You are a liar. And you know what? I'm not gonna give you any more opportunities, because you aren't gonna see him again, ever, until you kill that man. I'm not gonna give him back to you.
Leave us alone. Give me my son back and kill whoever you feel like killing.
You are very wrong. Because I'm gonna kill you, Lorena. You understand? If I go to jail, I will use all of my contacts to kill you.
You arrived at my temple and you discovered my truth. I've never felt this way about anyone else. That's why I need you here with me. To share with you through my music. No. There is no room for sadness today. Today we only need inspiration. Yes, inspiration for this. Inspiration for my music. For both of us, so that we become strong women.
I was just threatening Lorena's husband. I know all about his kind. The man almost started hitting me to get out of his house.
But are you all right?
Yeah. The one that's not all right is Lorena. That man has control over her and for sure has kidnapped her son. Well, what's wrong with you?
Nothing. That I feel like the most insipid woman on the planet Earth. I went to Alberto and I told him everything. I didn't hold back.
Aha, and then?
He was very clear about not reciprocating because he is in love with another woman.
And that other woman is Lorena.
Did I ever tell you how much I love you? And how important you are in my life?
Yes. Why? Why, my love? What's the reason for this romantic statement from my beloved husband?
The truth is that I think I don't say it enough. And that I would never regret having married you. And that you are, and always will be, the woman of my life.
Oh, my darling. What a charming bouquet of flattery. If you weren't recovering right now, I'd pay every compliment with more than just a kiss.
I'm sure of that. And that you are the pillar at the center of this family, who gives meaning to our lives.
Thank you, my love. Coming from a man like you, that is more than a compliment. It is an honor. And this family is what it is, thanks to you.
I'm sorry for being sentimental. But it was something I wanted to tell you.
My love. You can get as sentimental as you want. Because I like to hear that you love me.
Virginia's pregnancy has me all stressed out.
Don't mention her. That name doesn't even exist, and neither does her belly.
I don't want to be a dad, Mom. I'm too young to assume such a responsibility. I don't want to. I don't want to, Mom.
You are not
Don't.
going to be anyone's dad, my handsome boy. That girl is trying to trap you. I'll cut my hand off if she wasn't already pregnant when she slept with you. That belly is not yours, Elvis.
And if it's mine?
Ugh.
And if I got her pregnant, Mom? What am I gonna do?
Don't worry, I'm not going to let that irresponsible girl ruin your destiny. In the future, we'll do a DNA test on the kid, and that will confirm that you're not the dad. But from now on, don't show up at her house, don't call her, don't look for her. I don't want to see you in that neighborhood. Don't give her reason to keep lying to you.
My love. Did you bring a box of tissues for all these tears?
Why?
Because your dad is particularly sensitive and emotional today. So prepare yourself for a lot of demonstrations of love. I love you both.
I don't know if I should ask about your health. Or Mom's. Why does she say you're emotional?
It could be that this whole near-death experience really has me thinking. But now that your mother is not in the way, let's be honest about Lorena.
Dad, honestly, I don't understand. First, you urged me to follow my heart and not to be manipulated by my mother's wishes. And now, you're worried about Lorena? Why? What's wrong with you lately?
It's just that I don't know if we should trust her.
Lorena is your nurse. And every day she gives you a certain amount of pills and she injects you, I don't know, with how much medication. Don't you think it's a little late to distrust her?
Son, try to be objective. What if you fell in love with the wrong woman? Haven't you asked yourself why she rejects you so much? Why she lied about her husband and son?
Dad, it's because she's an independent woman that likes to solve her problems and her son's on her own. She doesn't want us to get involved in her problems.
And are you sure that's all? Did you see it in her eyes? Did you see the truth in her eyes?
Yes.
You believe her?
Yes, Dad. Yes, absolutely.
And for the record, I tried to warn you.
My God, what do I do? Am I doing the wrong thing? How am I ever going to get Ignacio back if I have no way out? Mr. Corona is going to stay quiet. But if he tells on me, I'm dead. My God, no. My son, please, Holy Mary, please. Please help me. I'm not an assassin. I beg you. Protect my son. Cover him with your sacred mantle. Make this nightmare end now so we can escape and never be apart ever again.
Alberto is the greatest love of my life, Carmen. And I didn't do anything to keep him when I had the chance. Now I know I'm going to end up alone. With no real chance at love.
Patricia, do you realize what you've just said? The first and only love doesn't exist. I don't know what moment in history someone decided to make us believe that we can only fall in love once in our lifetime. That life only makes sense if you have a man by your side. That we have to be suffering for an impossible love. No.
I don't know. If someone came up with this, I don't know. But that's the way that I feel, Carmen. And yes, men are a necessary evil. And we always end up falling in love with the one that's going to hurt us.
And that's the argument a feminist attorney that defends victims of mistreatment and violence can have. Patricia, one has the ability to love. You can fall in love with a rock. And if Alberto loves you or not, let him go. But without crying about it, because that's not what life is about. And if you end up alone, perfect, perfect, because that way you have more time to give yourself some love.
The woman that's helping Lorena recover her son came with 2 policemen. I know she only did it to scare me because the idiots didn't recognize me, but they did give me a citation.
That has to mean that Lorena didn't tell them everything that she knows. Otherwise, they'd have to take you to jail right away. That woman is being advised by someone.
She wants to get her son back no matter what. I have to find a way to prove that I haven't kidnapped the kid, that she can go visit him whenever she wants. I told you. I told you she's not gonna kill Marco Aurelio and she's keeping the kid. I have to finish that job myself.
Lorena has played with fire. And I have been very kind with her to this point.
Lorena always was a sneaky woman.
All this goes beyond your mistakes. Lorena is going to be a killer. Because that's what I want! That's the price she's going to pay for defying me!
Lorena hasn't done anything for us to distrust her, Dad. On the contrary, she has shown her love and gratitude towards us. There's no doubt about that.
Yes, perhaps you're right. Right now, I'm doubting everything. I'm being suspicious. I just can't stop thinking about the criminals that have threatened my life.
That's why you're like this today?
Yes. And I know that I can trust you.
Yes, Dad. Completely.
Maybe it was the argument I had with Gertrude because of Malena's divorce. It saddened me to see my daughter facing another threat. And you know how your mom is. She doesn't want her to divorce Pablo.
Dad, years ago, you taught me how to uncover a liar. Do you remember? With the body language of the informer. That's what the attorneys used to say.
A student shouldn't use his knowledge against his teacher.
Dad, if something's wrong, I want to know. If Lorena treated you badly, well, we'll find another nurse.
No, it's not about that. Lorena would never treat me badly. But yes, there is something. But you will know when it's time. Trust me.
Paulina, I am worried about both of them. And even though you are turning a blind eye to all this, there is a possibility Elvis is this child's father. And Ricardo has so many women at the same time, you know that he could get in trouble as well. No, 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 no. My sons are not exactly behaving as gentlemen behave.
But being a gentleman has nothing to do with casual sex.
Paulina.
It's the truth, my love. Ricardo and Elvis are old enough to know what kind of woman they are jumping into bed with.
Wait, but don't you see that same logic is what made Elvis get that girl pregnant? Don't you realize it, girl? Don't you see, Paulina?
Okay, let's calm down. Oh, please, come. Sit down. We'll let a couple of days go by, all right? We have wonderful kids that are going through some tough times. It's not like the end of the world. And if that was the case, well, they don't have to worry. Lucio, you and I are here to support them.
Patricia, sorry I'm here unannounced, but I have something serious to talk to you about.
Relax, we're already done, right?
Yeah. We need to develop a better understanding of the male behavior.
Tell me, how can I help you?
Yes, well, I don't know if it's unethical what I want to ask, but you can say no if you want. I want to divorce Pablo.
I'm surprised.
I know you guys are partners here at the office, but only an attorney like you can help me.
But I don't understand why me.
Pablo is making my life miserable. And I know you're not afraid of men like him, and you can divorce me. Please, Patricia, don't say no. Help me.
Before I can tell you yes, that I'll represent you, you have to tell me everything, Milena. Why did you make this decision all of a sudden? It may be better not to file for divorce, but instead we can consider a hearing of reconciliation.
It's not an option, Patricia. He hit me.
We definitely never get to know men very well. Did he give you a reason?
I was offered a very important position at the university, and he expects me to reject it. He doesn't want me to work anymore, for me to stay at home.
Before he did this, did he ever show signs of being aggressive, Milena?
It was very abrupt. He forced me to have sex.
Your family knew?
My dad. My dad is aware, but he's not doing well with all that's happening. And my mom accused me of being at fault.
I'm warning you right now. This is going to be a complex case. Especially because Pablo was one of the best attorneys in this country. But you made a good decision, Milena. I've had clients who didn't put a stop to things in time and they suffered the consequences. They ended up in the hospital or in the cemetery.
Don't worry about my sister, because she has me. And sooner or later, Mother will be on her side.
No, sooner or later, no. But now, I want you to be happy. And if for that we must go behind Gertrude's back, then we'll do it.
If Mom hears you, there will be war.
But it's because I don't want you to have to live trapped in some social convention. That's why I fought for your freedom. I supported you in your career. Now I want you to be happy with whoever you choose. And I'm going to support your happiness. Because that is what's real in a couple. Because if not, there's no happiness, no loyalty, no love. Then it all becomes a farce. And betraying someone's feelings is the worst pain a human being can experience.
Gertrude gave an order so they wouldn't keep helping Lorena.
Then they are pulling your leg. You have to find out, huh? But without making so much noise. On the off chance that you are betraying us. Remember, you have everything to lose in this case.
But Dad, I thought you were at the office.
Well, no, I'm not at the office. As you can see, I'm here at my home. Can you introduce me to this young lady?
She's the girl, the electrician, the one that came to the house to fix things. Excellent professional. Excellent, excellent.
Dad, Mom, let me introduce you to Maria Bonita, my girlfriend.
What? Girlfriend? Girlfriend? The kind you hold hands with and you introduce as your girlfriend?
Excuse me, miss. I don't think I've ever seen you before in my entire life. How can you allow this rascal to introduce you as his girlfriend? And you, have you completely forgotten what we discussed earlier?
My love, you are not in court right now.
It's over. This gallivanting around with a bunch of women is over. Don't you bring home any more girls to this house unless you decide you're going to be serious about your love relationships.
What are you doing here, Milena?
You know perfectly well that I'm here to talk to Patricia.
I'll appreciate it, Pablo. If next time you want to come into my office, you announce yourself. And don't interrupt. I'm having an important conversation between attorney and client.
Leave this office immediately, my love. You and I have a pending conversation, Milena, for
No.
God's sake.
What did you do to my dad, Lorena?
That I would?
You said something to him because he's not himself. And don't tell me I'm wrong, because I know it has something to do with you.
I don't understand.
No, you understand. You spend a lot of time with him and know perfectly well that he's not mentally stable. If you have something to tell me, I'd rather hear it from you. Before I find out on my own.
Do you have an idea what I called you for?
You know that I hate guessing games.
I've always known you to be a straightforward kind of person. It's about Gertrude. She doesn't love me. What's more, I know she has a lover.